Hey, it's Tuesday tea time with Dorarena. I'm trying something new tonight, so yay, here we go. I want to welcome you to Tuesday Tea Time with Dorarena. And we are a nonprofit organization here to empower teen girls with practical wisdom and confidence. We're here to bridge the generational gap between the younger and the older generation because we need each other and we need to pass on vital knowledge to one another and to the next generation. All right, because our young girls, they need us to walk in wisdom. All right. So, I like to usually share with you my tea, but before I do that, I had a thought. I, you know, I want to remind everyone that wisdom is the ability to use knowledge correctly. Some people, when they hear wisdom, they think, oh, you know a lot. That is not what that means. That does not mean you know a lot. That means that you are learning to use the experiences that you've had in life and apply the knowledge that you gain out of it correctly. And you know what? We all need to learn how to do that. No one has actually arrived where they don't need to grow in wisdom anymore. And yes, there are some that have less or more wisdom than we have, but the point of the matter is that's why we need each other, right? Okay, so that's why we need to not compete with one another, but bridge that generational gap between the older and the younger generation. All right. Now, I always like to share with you my tea. And so tonight I am doing lavender chamomile. And guess what? Now, I'm a honey woman. I love honey. This I am doing without honey. And I don't know if the chamomile or what it is have seem like it's got some semi sweetness to it or whatever, but the chamomile and lavender, oh, it's it goes well together. And so I'm doing it again. I got my Tuesday tea time cup with me and tea time. I always say, I hope that you have your cup and your beverages and that you fill your cup up with lots of wisdom tonight. All right. All right. Well, you know what? I check out my purple lipstick. So we had a workshop, and one of the ladies that was speaking, Aisha, she came in with her purple lipstick on. I was like, ooh. I was like, I gotta have some of that. So she ended up, I think she gave me a purple lipstick thing. So I was like, wow. But if any of you know her, oh, it looked good on her skin tone. But anyway, yeah. So I love purple. But let's get right into what we're talking about tonight. Oh, this is particularly for someone. I know it. Okay, so we've been talking about the process of transformation, and we kind of took a break and we talked about some other things, but the transformation of the butterfly going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, I someone had mentioned to me about a mulligan year, and I was like, a mulligan year, and someone was saying a mulligan year. So 2024 is a mulligan year. It's a year of second chances, so you can start all over again. And I'm like, oh yeah, because you know what? There's some of us that you know, we feel like the year didn't end the way we wanted to. Maybe we didn't accomplish, the things that we felt like we should accomplish. And and things like that. But guess what? You get to start all over again. And you know what else I was thinking about? Because you know, number 8 is my number. And you know, 8 is the number of new beginnings. And there's 8 letters in my name. And there's a whole big revelation behind that that's significant to me. And so this is 8 times 4 is 24. So this is another year of new beginnings. Okay. So it's time to start some new things in life and be refreshed. And whatever you're continuing to do, just do it with a fresh mind. Do it with a positive mindset. There's always something that we need to change, all right, to make ourselves better. So do that. Okay, so I put this up here so you can see it. A mulligan is a second chance to perform an action. Actually, after the first chance went wrong. Okay, so this mulligan thing came from golfing. And informally, they would allow you to take a second stroke, which was not part of the normal rules for golfing. And this guy, Mulligan, uh, way back, I think in the 1930 or something like that, he was riding on some type of uh, cart or whatever, and they was going golfing, and he's bouncing all around because he's leading the horse and everything. And so they decided to, when they went golfing, they decided to give him a second chance. So that's kind of where the Mulligan name came from. But, you know, sometimes we all need a second chance, all right? Sometimes all we need is a second chance because we weren't ready the first time. Okay. So you can look at it like that, you know, that the timing just wasn't right, but you can make it right now. You know what I'm saying? So take advantage of the Mulligan year. You get a second chance to do life again. And it's new beginnings too. And so, yeah, you can start some new things and just, you know, complete the assignment. Okay. So, making mistakes allows us, I'm reading this to you. Making mistakes allows us to learn wisdom and personal moral lessons. Okay, and we need to learn those in life. And you know, you can't be afraid to make mistakes because that's how we learn. Okay, so second chance gives us the opportunity to apply the practical wisdom and hard fought knowledge we gain. Okay, so let not the hard fought knowledge that you gain be in vain, go to waste. Write it down, journal things, go back and look at it, see what you can do better this year and make it right. Okay. So, you know, I have a quote for you, and this just really kind of sums things up. This quote right here. Holly Elisa Bruno said, to take that second chance, we need to notice where we are and be open to the possibilities of growing. Okay, so really, if you think about the transformation, the process of transformation, and the butterfly, you know, is all about growth. It's all about changing mindset. It's all about becoming someone better than you were. And so, you know, one thing we need to stop doing is stop competing with other people. Stop comparing yourself with other people. Compare yourself to yourself. You know, look at, you know, your year, see the good, the bad, evaluate it, and draw the wisdom out of it and what you want to accomplish today. Go for it. Go for it. Give yourself some mercy and kindness, and do not waddle in self pity. Because, self pity is really a negative thing, and you don't want to. I mean, we're trying to uh, change our mindset, and self pity is part of the reason why we are the way we are. Self pity is part of the reason why we need to change, because we need to learn how to deal with our mistakes properly, and just gain the wisdom out of it. you know Mark it up, you know learn that, and then go on in 2024 with the right perspective. There's things going off in my head, and I need to say this. I don't know who this is for, but you need to be okay with your standards. And those that cannot, uh, you know, they can't agree with your standards, you need to let them go. And more than likely, that's the reason why you can't advance in life, because their standards are lower than yours. You need to be around people that carry the same type of standards, or their standards are higher than yours, because that way you can reach towards something and work towards uh, building a better lifestyle for yourself. But when you are hanging around people that standards are lower than yours, your standards will go to their level. And then you start feeling depressed because you are not honoring your values. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know I'm talking to somebody, and I keep saying this. And so there's somebody that needs to hear this. And you know what? Sometimes we just need to hear things over and over and over again before we can get it, because no one learned their ABCs all in one day. Okay, no one learned their multiplications in one day. We had to keep listening and keep learning. And I want to say, make sure that you keep your heart open to grow and learn. Never get to the place where you think that you can't learn from anybody. You can always find prize somewhere in that picture. So you want to always keep your heart open to learn from other people, because that is how we learn. And you can avoid a lot of mistakes in life. You can avoid a lot of mistakes 2024 just by watching people's lives and seeing how they have turned out. Go back to 2023 and look at some of that stuff, and let it show you what not to do, what ditches to not fall into, and find out who you should be listening to and talking to, because everybody does not. You don't need to be just listening to everybody and anybody. Okay? So I know that was for somebody, but keep your heart open to learn. Okay? Let's see, what else was there that I wanted to share with you. Okay, so the other thing that I want to share with you is, don't be ashamed. I'm talking to somebody. Don't be ashamed that you have to start all over. Be glad and happy for the opportunity that you have to start all over. That second chance, mulligan. This is a mulligan year. This is your second chance. This is the number 8. For what did I say? 3 times 8, 24. Another new beginning. Just go ahead and start all over again. And you know what? Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. Don't worry about what everybody thinks. Be more satisfied with what you think about yourself, and raise that confidence up. Know that you can accomplish the things that you want to accomplish this year. And so this is your second chance. Go for it. And you know what? As you go for it, you stay focused. Stay focused on your goal and do not let anyone deter you from what you want to accomplish. If it's in your heart, you can do it. And it's in your heart because you can do it. All right. All right. So thank you for joining me tonight for Tuesday Tea Time with Dorarena. I'm so happy that you joined us. And as I always say, remember, Dorena loves you and walk in wisdom. All right. You have a great night.